Warning: the following show contains strong language and content that may not be suitable for a younger audience. The show can also contain spoilers for any and all anime and manga, so always check the description below for the relevant spoiler warnings. And if you don't, then that's your fault, so consider yourselves warned.
About this. I'm the only optimist about this, and if you close your eyes. Okay, that's enough for me.
that deserves a round of applause.
That was definitely the most tuneful thing we've ever done on
It was in harmony. It was in tune.
Mode, you know.
Was it in harmony? Because I kept hearing Lego like a second behind me all the time.
Yeah, Lego was very soulful. He was in tune. No,
All
no
right.
one was in tune. Maybe you were, because you were listening to the actual song. Oh shit, yeah, we've started. Sorry for my swear. Oh no, we're not doing the swearing challenge anymore. Fuck
You're
shit.
not here.
Fuck,
She can't tell us what to do.
Fuck. I'm getting them out my system.
Okay, so have you got it out of the way? Okay, yeah. Okay, fine. Yes.
If anybody is still listening, this is the actual recording. This isn't just us. I haven't pressed it by accident. This is the actual show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Happy Hour, the fourth episode of the Happy Hour, which is three more than I expected we'd get to, but
It's not this far, to be honest.
we are still going strong. We're still going strong. I am Simon, otherwise known as Vacant, on mangaraders.com. To my left, my virtual left, is
Josh, otherwise known as Noisy on Manga Raiders. I'm assuming I'm to your left.
you are on the virtual left.
To my virtual left is
Okay, it's me. Hello, Matt, also known as Coryn on Manga Raiders. And to my virtual left is the only person that's still here.
Yes, the Nigerian sounding guy, you know.
You're not Nigerian. You're not Nigerian. Stop it.
Come on, guys,
Stop
won't you let me have this?
Stop
Okay,
it.
I'm Mordecai.
We're never going
otherwise
to let
known
you
as-
have this.
You're half
Okay.
Mexican. And you put that accent on.
Can you at least let me introduce my username?
You
Now,
introduce it.
I am Lego Maestro, otherwise known as Mordecai. Wait, it's the other way around. But you can also call me Maestro. You know,
Otherwise,
I'm not
Let-
supposed to be called Lego. It's Coryn's fault that my nickname is Lego. It's
Yes,
Maestro.
it is,
So...
and I'm very proud of that fact every day
God
of my
damn.
life.
I think Lego's a good nickname.
Lego's better than Maestro because
Damn
like,
it, it's
the
all
first
Coryn's
part-
fault. I'm telling you. No one was supposed to know.
Hey,
Anyway, guys,
Lego
nice
is a
to
good
be here.
nickname. Like, if you look at the things that make a good nickname, Lego is a good nickname.
It sounds cool.
Yeah.
But Maestro, dude,
But Maestro,
the master of everything.
wow.
Master with... Okay, I was going to say a bad word. Okay, I'm going to say
the
it.
Legos.
Because I love...
The Legos.
You can say whatever words you want, Lego. Whether or not it'll get censored on air, you don't know. But later, you know. For now, you don't know. So it's you're Schrodinger's Nigerian in a way at the moment.
I'll just keep that in mind for the future. Anyway, so we're here to discuss what exactly? Happiness and...
We always
How?
discuss happiness.
Happiness,
on the Happy Hour.
sunshine, and rainbows.
Ah, yeah, you know...
Not really.
You know, I want to tell you guys about happiness. You know what happiness is?
Yeah.
Internet. Unlimited internet. Fast internet.
And where are you
Happiness,
getting this unlimited fast
internet.
internet from,
And
Lego?
living in the land where beer is made. Living in the land where beer is so much part of the culture, they have alcohol-free beer. Who the hell makes alcohol-free beer? How much do you have to like the taste of beer? to make it
Everywhere.
free?
As
Yeah.
far as I'm aware.
For those of you who need some context, Lego has finally exited the darkest dark Africa.
The bum
And where
ate
have
it.
you ended up?
I have ended up in Deutschland. Germany.
That's
Yes.
Germany to all the uncultured people out there.
Yes. For
Where-
certain reasons, I cannot tell you exactly where I am, unless someone stalks me and murders me
Well,
in my sleep.
Germany's a
But
big place, dude.
What city are you in, Lego?
I cannot tell you that. It's classified. Gießen. West Germany.
Right, I'll tell you what city I'm in. Stoke-on-Trent in England. It's a shithole. No one.
Brilliant.
If you do want to come here to stalk or murder me, I'd recommend not doing so. A, you won't find it worth it, and B, it's a real shithole, and you have a higher chance of getting stalked. Or
I don't think I could hide even if I wanted to. I'm like the only black man around for miles. There's some things you take for granted. You're just like, well, for one thing, they only speak German here, and there's a lot of white people. Wow. It's obvious. It should be
There's
obvious.
more white people in Germany than Malawi. Wow.
I think I should just become Captain Obvious. Anyway.
I'm only joking, Lego. But no, you've returned as well. Coryn is here for 3 out of 4. Lego and me have been here 4 out of 4. And you're pulling your 50% spent.
Yeah.
To be fair, you would have been with us on the last one, wouldn't you? But you were
midnight problems. Hey, when the rent's in the other room telling you do not even think about it, you do not think about it.
That's very true. That's very true.
Ah man, I miss Churro. I really wanted to be there. Also, I wanted to defend my honor. You guys made me out to be some sort of kidnapper. Just because I imply that I like kidnapping kawaii things. It just doesn't mean I'm a kidnapper.
You made yourself to be out like some kind of kidnapper. We had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
But I just want to
not
keep
slander.
them
We're stating
for an extended amount of time, then return them in a black van. What's so wrong about that?
Okay.
Many things.
No, well, they don't complain when they smell the chloroform. They feel sleepy, so. don't know about you, but that sounds okay to me.
Anyway, I think we should mention as well, unfortunately, we're going to have a 5th member with us, Akane Kurumi on site. Unfortunately, due to it being very, very, very late at night for them, they couldn't join us. But we have promised, obviously, we'll get them on another show. So sorry, Akane, you are here with us in spirit.
And we need your cake, please.
We need your cake. That's not a euphemism that Lego's using. He's literally meaning
a
cake.
He was making a cake.
I don't think that's going in. Anyway, but yeah, how's it been going, guys? Let's go to my left. Noisy, how has your week been? What have you been up to? Has anything noteworthy or interesting happened to you in your life?
I finished uni.
Yay!
God, I will find out my degree level, my grade, in 2 weeks.
Awesome.
And right now, I am spending my time twiddling my thumbs, trying to write stuff, watching videos, thinking of the games I want to play, but can't because I'm not at home. And got my birthday and my grab ball coming up in a week, so
oh, cool! Happy birthday
lots to
for
look forward to.
Are you going to celebrate that, or are you going to already be off the grid like you said during the birthday thing, or?
No. I'm not going traveling until mid-July.
Okay.
But
yes.
my housemate shares a birthday with me.
Awesome.
Pretty cool. He's turning 21. I'm turning 22. So we're gonna have a good time.
That'll be good.
Good excuse for 22 shots, is any?
Are you kidding?
Maybe.
There has to be a story there somewhere. You'll have to tell me another time.
Lego actually reached this point after severe alcohol poisoning. He could have cured cancer, but now look at him.
He's stuck kidnapping people from the internet.
Yeah, I got tired of it after I received too many complaints from the police. Police complain about everything, man. Anyway, I won't get into that.
Kind of their job, to be fair.
Oh, right.
Like, to make sure you're not doing things that are wrong.
I'm quite worried we're going to end up on some kind of list just for talking to Lego.
It'll be alright. We'll be alright.
Okay, it'll be a German list at this point.
Well,
Lego, how you been?
Well, awesome, pretty much. Shell-shocked, but it's been awesome.
Enjoying the beer that's cheaper than the water?
You have no idea, man, and the amount, the volume. Lots of beer for a cheap price. I swear, if I was more of a drunkard than I was now, this would be game over for me, man.
I mean,
the actual reason, one of the reasons why I forgot to buy some for this happy hour was because when I was in my head, I'm like, no, I can't. Or it'll be too late for me. Now I'll be a kidnapping drunk instead of a sober kidnapping guy. Wait, yeah. So...
You sound pretty sober already, though.
If it makes you feel better, so Lego, I've been sober for all of these so far.
How, man?
How have you managed, man?
Can I be
My
honest?
Because
condolences.
alcohol is expensive, and I'm an intern.
Can I be honest? I drink for every single one of these. As people probably have noticed, I drink for every single.
I thought it was a prerequisite actually until the other.
Oh no, God no, no. We don't. Just for the record, no, we don't force people to drink to come on here. If anyone's interested, that's probably
The
not a
happy
good.
hour is
But it's
just
the
a clever
happy hour.
name.
The happy hour is it's a literal be happy and chill out. It conjures an atmosphere of relaxed and everyone's friendly.
We thought it fit with the MR pub as well, but it's not
it's not a literal you have to drink.
Coryn, you're done with your engineering stuff and stuff. What the hell was all
Your
that?
stuff and stuff.
My stuff.
No,
and stuff.
okay, dude, it's complicated as hell. Just hear him explain all those initials and prefixes and suffixes and what the hell else, man. Engineering's
Yeah.
bad enough without. Okay, yeah. What's happening there, man?
Well, let's think. Going back 2 weeks ago, I was still in my college town. Then
Flash.
Thursday, I drove to Omaha. And then the next day, I drove back to Manhattan, which is where I go to college. And then I went to a town between Manhattan and Kansas City. And then I went from that town to Kansas City. And then I woke up the next
That's what I
morning
was
in a
talking
casino
about.
with a drunk redneck on my back.
Okay, of course.
Okay. Sounds like
Because
there's a story behind that.
There was a bachelor party. So that was fantastic.
And you didn't invite me, of course, man. This is why.
How was I supposed to? Okay, one, it wasn't my wedding, so I can't exactly invite you to somebody else's bachelor party. Two, you're in Germany.
Come on, man. I can be there in spirit, man. Like, haven't I already said as much for Noisy's birthday? I'll be with him in spirit, in
Yeah.
22 shots of a special spirit called tequila. And
The
I
thing
could have
is-
been with.
Oh.
The thing is, Lego, because you're really close now. You're in Germany. Well, I say really close. It's not very close, but it's
Close
a hell of a
enough
lot
for rock and
closer.
roll.
So, there's Oktoberfest and stuff as well in there.
Dude, it is the first thing that I thought about before school or anything else. I was like, Germany, Oktoberfest, Lederhosen.
I'm supposed to be
Beer-shaped.
going Oktoberfest this year.
Shoe-shaped.
A few of me and my friends. So
Oh,
who knows? There could be an MR meetup.
That's so cool.
okay, I'll be the dude in
I
the
wanna go.
in the trench coat with sunglasses. So yeah.
He'll be the woman on the corner smoking 2 cigarettes.
You'll be the guy who's telling everyone really loudly that he's absolutely from Nigeria.
Yeah,
Honest.
I've never heard. I don't know if I should take this person. I've never heard a first impression of me that sounds cool. Why can't I be that guy with the British accent or the Nigerian accent or?
Guess
Yeah,
what?
Trust
Lego?
me. When people see me, the first thing they think of isn't
Ginger!
that guy with the English accent. It's that ginger nerd.
Many people have said to me who I've worked with and known for an extended period of time, they tend to follow the same pattern. They say I'm really loud, really annoying, but then they like me. So I'm kind of like, they go, oh, but you're okay now, as if that's fine to say, yeah, I found you really...
I hated when
I
that
hated
happened,
you.
man.
I hated you at first. You're really annoying, really loud, really, But no, I like you now. It's fine. As if
That's
it's
so
like, oh yeah,
cool.
thanks. Appreciate it.
I always like you, Bacon.
Thank you, Noisy. I mean, we're all friends here, so it's all good. It's all good. That's what the happy hour is all about. Be accepting of one another.
Even when you kidnap people. Okay, I'm not
Even-
going to say
No,
that.
no, Lego.
But no, sorry.
We don't
yeah,
accept
we all jumped in there when Coryn was saying about his bachelor party. So you've travelled a hell of a lot then over the last couple of weeks, then.
Oh yeah, because
Ooh.
then after that, I came back to Omaha and started working my internship, and this city is. I'm from a small town, like a small town,
Oh, okay.
and cities are not my thing, man.
Oh, is it?
That's sort of it for me, actually.
The buildings are tall. You look at the buildings, I get dizzy looking up. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
But you're a freaking
Can you
engineer,
imagine
dude.
down?
There's like 5-lane one-way roads, and ugh.
What the
It's not for you.
technology, skyscrapers, and you're
Coryn would love it here in Britain. Everything's so tiny.
Yeah, everything's a stone's throw. Everything's a couple of hours drive away from each other.
At most.
Yeah.
You know one weird thing that I'm not used to? How the hell is it still daylight at 6 o'clock, man? Dude, it's 6 o'clock p.m. It's supposed to be nighttime and it's just still
Because you're
day.
in the north. Oh man, you just went. Let's see.
I can't
You went
get
from
it.
like winter straight to summer, sort of fall,
Yeah.
springish.
Yeah, pretty much. It is weird, man. And they don't even have enough sunlight, which is perfect for me. I do not like the sun. It burns. So I love the cold weather. But if it would go down faster, that would be nice. Really nice, in fact.
Oh man,
Just
it's
wait
gonna
until
suck when
winter, Lego. Just wait until winter.
I was gonna say, Lego, you're going to die because I've heard you talk about winter. It's 50 degrees. I'm freezing.
Yeah, it gets cold. I mean, I'm not sure about. Well, Germany gets pretty cold, so yeah, you're gonna be.
This time I'll be prepared, man. You know, Hollywood lied to me. I was like, the first time I saw snow, one of the times that I remember that I saw snow, that was like 7 years ago in Sweden. So I was like, snow, it's white, it's cinematic. I jumped in, did the snow angel thing with no gloves, which was fantastic. I must say, I cried. Yeah.
Shit's cold.
And then I jumped into a hot tub immediately. No one told me that not only must you warm yourself up slowly, you don't jump directly into a hot tub. So
yeah,
my skin peeled. So a few more manly tears were shed as well.
One of the things,
manly tears in the hot tub.
One of the things that is a thing that's prevalent, and I'm not sure if you had it in America or England, but I think it was just in my school specifically because everyone was an arsehole in my school, including me, because you kind of had to be. But one of the things when it snowed was, if it snowed, it was both the best and worst day of your life ever, because Annika would break out, there's a bit of snow on the ground, that's it, and there would be things called snow kickings, where you would basically get somebody, it could be you, it could be anyone else, it's basically you all just throw snow at each other and kick snow at each other, and then eventually if someone falls on the floor, everyone will surround them and just start kicking snow up at them and completely bury them.
You know what this is like? This is like Game of Thrones, and I live down in the civilized area, and you live up in the frozen north.
And the other one was called, I think, oh shit.
That was pretty barbaric, man.
Oh damn, I can't remember the name of it, but it had like a really funny name. But it was basically, you grab a big heap of snow, and you go to your mate, and you pull their trousers back as far as you can. Like normally it was school trousers, so like they wouldn't have much give, but just enough that you could get a big handful of snow and get it down. So you could either do the front or you could do the back. And let me just tell you, after having snow down there, in and around my testicles for a few times, it's not fun at all. It is not fun. Yeah, it's really weird.
Why are we talking about snow and winter
I don't know.
It's just
it's
turned
summer. It's just turning summer. I still haven't said it. I haven't been yet.
Yeah, how are you, Bacon?
I'm glad you asked, Noise. I'm very, very well. I'm not too bad at all. Just came back from work. Bit tired. I've just had no sleep whatsoever. I've been really busy, just traveling around. That's the problem now. I'm going I'm traveling, but not to an extent of Coryn or Lego are going. It's literally my traveling is like 30 minutes, and I'm like, whoa, fucking.
But like you must be pretty busy because I don't see you around on MR.
Yeah, I've just got there's work, family are all spread around, friends are all spread around. Girlfriend seems to want to go everywhere now, so it's like, oh, I've got to go.
Of course, complain about the good things, you bastard.
Yeah, it's a hard life. I mean, case in point. I mean, but I don't get. We go places early and don't come back because like shopping. Because obviously, as anyone knows, you would be in the mail. You're essentially a mobile forklift for any kind of bag or anything. So you just carry shit around. And so you get tired, and then there's like, because realistically, I'm not a kind of, I like clothes, I feel there's a necessity to own clothing, but it's not a fascination to me. Like, I can't spend hours shopping, and I get frustrated shopping, like clothes shopping. Like, it really annoys me. I'll just do it online, or I'll go on my own when it's quiet. But going to like a really busy, like Trafford Centre, for instance, is in Manchester, and it's one of the busiest shopping centres, like one of the largest and busiest shopping centres in England. So you can imagine it's the half term as well, so kids are off, so it's been so busy, it's rammed, everywhere's rammed. I just can't deal with it. It just annoys me. Like, when I'm at work, I don't mind queues or anything, but when I'm not, I just turn into an irrational, impatient person. I'm like, get out of my way! Even if it's an old woman on a little Zimmer frame. Like, get the fuck out of the way, bitch! But anyway.
That's violent.
Yeah. But karma came to me because of those ill will feelings, because we made the mistake of catching the last train back home.
Why is that a bad thing?
None of us decided to drive. Well, it's late at night, and we decided to get into a carriage with about 20 to 25 lads, and I use lads as in a literal sense.
Okay,
like that conjures
that sounds fun.
Particularly in the I don't know if it translates in like in America or other countries, but like when people say lad in England, like you say he's a lad, it's a very particular image that comes up. You would probably be familiar as well, Noisy, like the kind of cheeky Nandos with the lads, that kind of thing. You know, that all that hashtag cheeky Nandos with the lads. Sorry, but yeah, there's.
You mean those kinds of lads that are always there on that train when Spider-Man is still getting his powers in his latest movie, and then he whoops their asses because they're being problematic and stuff? Those are lads?
Maybe. I mean, I wish Spider-Man had shown up, because these lads
they're always the punching bag for every popular series.
These lads between the ages of 20 to about 50 were all there, and they were obviously all drunk. And they just come back from, what I gathered, they come back from Magaluf, which is a popular tourist piss-up destination for everyone. Yeah, it's really, you go, it's all shit there. It's just literally, you get pissed, and that's pretty much all you do there. But what I didn't need to know is that from the entirety of our journey, which was 48 minutes, I counted every single one of those minutes, they decided, because they're the sort of people who, in lieu of a personality, they just think, well, if I be loud, then that's my personality, which is kind of, I guess you could say that about me. But but they just decided to sing, and they were singing "Where Were You" in Magaluf for about 10 minutes. But what annoyed me about that is that they all knew that they were in Magaluf, and they'd all clearly came in one group. Therefore, they knew where each one of them were. So were they asking the train? Were they asking us to respond?
I love how
it's funny what annoyed you, man.
Because it was annoying me. I was like, are you asking me? Are you asking me that question? Because I've not been Magaluf, so I wasn't there. But yeah, and then they just start singing football songs for because football songs. I'm a football fan. Arsenal just won the FA Cup, so congratulations to them. They're awesome. So when I'm going to watch football, I do like them in context. Football songs are okay. They're quite funny in a way. But when you're just on a train, don't just sing them randomly. Don't just whack them out and, because I couldn't just start singing, I don't know, fucking second opening to Bleach just there on the train. It wouldn't make sense. And I don't know it, but
Why'd you know that, Lego?
Lego knows it. I know
sorry.
that.
Oh, that opening was awesome.
I love because I have them on my phone, and then when you have them, and when you're alone, when you're a bit more comfortable with yourself, you kind of just sing to yourself. But then I kind of stopped myself and realised what I'm singing is not Japanese. It's nothing close. It's more just talk
about nonsensical songs. I just heard one at a party. It's an Austrian one apparently. It's like, it goes like, my hat has 3 corners has my hat. Have you ever heard of that one? And
no.
And if it did not have 3 corners, it would not be my hat. I think that song would piss you off. Because I asked why. Why would you sing about a song with 3 corners? And why is it not his hat if it doesn't have 3
I'm going to find that and attach it to the end of this this episode.
That's the song they use to teach sign language in primary schools.
Oh.
Is you substitute out 3 corners and stuff for signs, and they use it to teach young kids sign language.
Yeah.
But I don't know why it's in Austria, to be honest with you.
No, I think it came from Austria. It's sort of.
Oh, okay.
They have a really big hat culture there, apparently. So
big
each
hat
of their
culture?
little states has their own hats. So it's weird.
Yeah. Sorry there, I kind of ranted. So guys, it's about 25 minutes in and we haven't spoken about manga and anime. This is my fault. I do apologise, but I like to think people like to hear. This is what the happy hour is mainly about. It's about members.
No one cares about manga and
just
anime.
having a chip. No one gives a fuck. Man. Manga and anime. To tell you the truth, I hate it. Can't stand manga and anime.
Nope.
Get rid of it. But we'll go round very quickly, and we'll just say what we've been up to, what we've been writing, what we've watched, or anything. I finished Death Note. With my girlfriend, I've rewatched it again. It's very good. She loved it. I've got her hooked on anime now, but then I need to follow up the second anime. Do you know when it's like you impress someone with one thing, and I'm like, oh, that's really good. You've got more of that thing, and it's like, I've got.
You know what? Do that thing where you get it out of the way. Show us Sword Art Online and say, I'm sorry, this happens sometimes.
No, it's fine. Don't you diss Sword Art Online. I think that there has been a lot of bashing on Sword Art Online on this show. And I will not allow it.
Part of the
stand.
joke. Honestly. Okay, well, fine. No, actually,
you save your words because later in the show you may have to say something nice about Sword Art Online. We'll
okay.
We'll save that till a bit later, but we'll discuss that in a second. But yeah, I finished that. I also finished Danganronpa on the PS Vita. I think last time I said that I hadn't started it, but I finished through it. It's not quite a short game. It's less than 20 hours, but it's really good. Has anyone played it?
I don't have a
I've heard a
PS
lot
Vita,
about
man.
it, but I've never played
Watch
it.
the anime. There is an anime that's out, so if you don't have a Vita, because I know, like,
I
I
think
probably
I heard of it actually.
the anime
Well, I
came out.
always hear of it, but I've never gotten the chance.
I haven't. I am gonna watch the anime, but I haven't had a chance to check it out properly yet. But I would definitely recommend it because it's essentially just a visual novel and it's a murder mystery. The 15 students, locked in a locked in a school by Monokuma, who's like a robot kind of bear, and he locks them in and says the only way for them to get out is if they murder someone and get away with it.
When did this air?
2013, I believe it was. I think it was the autumn season, 2013.
Okay, it's not the one I'm thinking of where they censored it really weirdly with like fluorescent colored blood.
It did. The game itself.
It did.
I was just going to say, the game itself has bright pink blood.
Yeah,
and I
this
don't
one they have like
understand
pink
why.
and green, cyan.
But it's pretty cool. I would definitely recommend checking out
Okay.
the anime because it's a really cool story.
When I saw it, the guy
I'm
was
surprised
complaining
I
about
missed it.
censorship, and
Yeah, I mean,
I was
it's
like,
weird
I don't know.
because there's no reason for it, considering it's quite an adult, not an adult game, but it's tackling with murder and it's tackling with people like killing against their will almost, and it's quite a heavy and adult, like mature storyline. So why just have, because like for instance, like someone gets stabbed or something, you see them, you see the corpse that's been impaled, like you see the stab, you see the knife, you see them dead. But then it's just like the blood isn't red; it's just bright pink. I guess I think it's more of a stylistic choice, and it does look weird the first time, but I got used to it after a while. Really good game that is. I definitely recommend it. I've got the second one now, but I've got to wait to start that one. I'll start it soon. And there was one more thing I was gonna say that I've started, and I cannot remember for the life of me. Oh, I don't know if it counts. I know it's a really sidetrack, but I played. I watched Big Hero 6 as well, which is the most kind of
nice.
Japanesey Disney film I've ever seen, which is really cool. I'd like to
That
see
was
more
a
of
great
those.
movie.
It was a
It
good
was
movie.
pretty good.
I liked it.
I
I liked
liked
it.
it.
I don't
But,
know. I don't know why this happens these days, but whenever I see hype, I'm like, it's lame. I don't know if it's a hipster syndrome
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, if it's
where-
popular, it's not good.
Yeah, if it's popular, it's not good. Then I was like, low expectations.
like
but
that.
I really enjoyed that movie.
I liked it. I thought it was really good. I mean, it's predictable pretty much. You can predict what was going to happen, but like, it was still just because it was predictable. I mean, still, if it's done well, it's done
Yeah,
well.
I think it did what it was set out to do. And Man of Action, one of my favorite animators, they made Ben 10. I'll never forgive them what they did later, but Ben 10 alone, yeah, I started
cool.
following these guys. So
But I just remembered that's what I was going to say. In terms of writing, Danganronpa has now inspired me, and I don't know how I'm going to do it, or when I'm going to get time to do it, but in a month or so, or maybe 2 months, I want to do like a Danganronpa murder mystery style Manga Raiders story, because I've never done a Manga Raiders. So
and
I
I
was
will
thinking...
kill someone.
You've just spoiled the story, Lego. If anyone does participate in that and Lego's in it, he will kill you. So kill him first.
Of course.
But
Of
no, I
course,
thought that'd be
those are-
really interesting because, like, we know the character tournament that Crow's doing, which is a lot of fun. And that's got everyone joined in. That's something that's really cool as well. So, like, it'd be nice to do something like that as well, which is do a bit of a different tact where it's like maybe not MR story. Like, it doesn't have to be the users themselves. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but it's inspired me to look at that anyway.
Nice.
I
nice.
wish you the best of luck in setting that up. I think it'll be fun for whoever
Yeah.
managed to get involved.
Because I don't
Yeah,
think you
that
don't
would be
have to have
awesome.
like an action character. You could just literally make a character up on the spot and just use that person. So I was thinking that might be cool. But how
So
about
no
you? Anyway?
backs will be broken, huh?
Maybe who knows?
Still
Who knows?
salty about that.
I will sulk about that for a long time, yeah.
You be salty. You be salty. All right, Professor X.
I actually managed to sit down and start binging on my anime today. I thought I'd start small though. I caught up on a few short animated films that came out of the Anime Mirai project. So I sat down and watched Senka-Roll, which I really liked just for how obscure it was. Like, there is barely any dialogue in that film, and it barely explains anything that's happening.
Wait, Synchro,
it's
is
so-
that the one? Sorry, is that the one where they're floating on a giant animal thing
Yeah,
on the
it's a
cover?
giant squidgy
I
monster
need to watch
thing
that. Spare me
transforms
spoilers,
into
please.
stuff. It's a lot. Like, I was just intrigued by how obscure and odd it was, and like, but it was beautifully animated for one,
Awesome.
and there was something really captivating about kind of the very quiet nature of it, and the very odd nature of it. I don't know. I think a lot of people gave it a lot of praise for being those things. So I recommend anyone who hasn't watched Senka to go check it out. I then watched what's it called? Sorry, bear with me. Sumika, Kuro no Sumika, which was I didn't like it so much. It was nicely animated. Came out the Anime Mirai project, and it was a short film about a boy who can see kind of reapers. And they're like, have any of you seen the what's it called? Something Bureau with Matt Damon and I can't remember what it's called, but they basically suited guys that do change people's fates and stuff like that. It was literally that, except they're in control of like guiding dead souls to the afterlife and stuff like that.
No, never heard
And
of that. It sounds interesting.
some boy can see these reapers, and he's very distressed throughout his life because he can basically see when someone's going to die because of it. However, it becomes a really like
okay.
Anyway,
right.
I'm not sure if I'd recommend Kuro no Sumika. It was
But the concept sounds so fun, man. I thought it would be awesome.
It sounds like a cool concept. They just don't really pull it off. It becomes more of a lazy romance in the end. And the last one I watched, just for a bit of fun, was Little Witch Academia.
Oh, that one was good, man.
And
that was good.
I had a lot of fun with that, but I just couldn't help but think it's just Harry Potter with anime girls.
How dare you, man? Okay, but I can totally get that.
Okay, it kind of is, but you know the point behind it, right? I mean, it was just triggering saying, "Hey, we can still do stuff," right?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun watching it, and I thought the girls were all very well characterized. I especially liked the creepy one with the potions, like the alchemist witch. I thought her character was just some actual good side character comic relief. Not that the rest of the film was very serious to begin with. But
for me, that one sort of felt like not I shouldn't say experiment, but a showcase more like we get triggered.
Well, it is because that's what the Anime Mirai project is. It's a chance for young and up and coming animators to show their stuff. And Death Parade came out of it because of Death Billiards, which was an anime
I still have that movie in my hard disk. I need to watch that one. Death Billiards.
So, and I wouldn't be surprised if Little Witch Academia got its own series, because I think that's a world that could be expanded in. I'm sure there are a bunch of people that would love to see a more anime version of Harry Potter. Like, I'm sure there's a good market for that. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if they turned it into a series.
Yeah, I know there's I say there's a second one coming.
Yeah, number 2. It's on Kickstarter, right?
That would be cool. I'd like to see some more things getting Kickstarted.
Wait, is something lagging with our audio? Or... Okay, no, never mind.
No, that's your brain.
Right.
That was just a sound I was making with my mouth.
Oh, it happens sometimes. Okay. Okay, you know what? I've got... Okay, Coryn, are you going next? Because I've got something with my...
I suppose I'm going next.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I haven't had too much time to watch a lot of stuff on account of 1, new job, 2, I'm now essentially living in a dorm room with a roommate who I don't really want to explain anime to right now.
He really hasn't been indoctrinated yet.
Well,
somebody needs to watch Death Note.
Put headphones on when he's sleeping, and then make him watch the best anime. Make him hear the best anime.
Make him watch some Sword Art Online.
Well, it's like 2 degrees of separation even, because he's from Brazil.
Oh man!
So it's even slightly more awkward. But before I shipped out, I suppose, I did watch the latest installment in the Monogatari series.
Oh man,
Suki Monogatari. They're just getting more and more complicated nowadays.
dude,
That one was pretty good.
I've been left in the dust. How far did you go? Have you gone? Is it like finished?
Let's see. There's Bake Monogatari,
I watched that
Nisei
one.
Monogatari, Neko Monogatari, Monogatari second series, Hana Monogatari, and then Suki Monogatari.
I'm 3 seasons
That's
behind.
incredible that you know all
I'm on what's that? What's after Neko? It's season 2. Yeah, Monogatari.
Yeah, Neko is followed by Monogatari series 2. Of course, Hana and Suki, which is after
prequels.
second series, are both like 4 episodes long and compressed into one big movie, basically.
Oh man,
It's
so
a little
much to
weird.
watch.
But the problem is, Hana Monogatari comes after second series. But then they have this big build up to like a giant fight that's going to happen. And then they skip past
They
it
don't
and then
show
they
it,
go
do
back.
they? Yeah,
and
and you
they
know,
haven't shown it yet, and it's driving me crazy.
that guy is a bastard. He did that in Monogatari. Have you guys watched that one?
Oh yeah, that Katana
It was a troll
Monogatari is
moment.
great.
Nagata, it's also awesome, but they did a total troll moment when the episode ends, and then they show. It feels like I'm removing the troll moment by explaining. You know what? Just watch it.
Yeah.
I'll let you see for yourself, because I won't even spoil it. Even just watch it. You see, you know.
Yeah. Katana Monogatari was really good too because it's like it happens over a course of a year in Showtime, and it's like a 45-minute episode, and there's 12 episodes, so each episode is a month. So it's just a
Okay.
really interesting. It's a really interesting way of telling a story. The soundtrack's great. I actually have it on my iPod.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool actually.
Man, that show is great. You should definitely consider it. Noisy or whoever's on that bin. Just watch it. That one is great.
Yeah.
Nagata.
I do.
I
need to
don't
get
know
back
if I
on.
have enough time to watch 6 seasons of anime.
You do. Make time.
Like
Well,
for just one like series of anime as well.
Just put
that's-
it on the infinite list that everyone has.
My list is so long at the moment that I just can't. Like I said, I started small. I literally am starting with the 12 and 13 episode
Yeah.
series just to get through my list. It's horrible. I was gonna say though, Coryn, if I ever got a roommate, which is it's not out the question, but it's unlikely. But if I ever got one, I'd make them watch the worst animes I could ever imagine, like ever come up with.
Name one.
Absolute duo.
Oof.
My friend was trying to sell me that one, and I was too lazy to even be mean about it. I was just
don't
like,
watch it.
I'm worried about all the ecchi that's on because when we do these first impression reviews, there's so many ecchi shows, and it's just like
I was talking to Manimal about it earlier,
yeah.
because he was like, he invited us to do summer season first impressions,
He cordially
um,
invited us to do the summer season.
and
Oh?
I've been looking through like the upcoming season just to add to my list to see if there's anything I wanted. Summer 2015, there is so little I want to watch, and there is a huge amount of ecchi.
There
Huge amount of
there
ecchi.
has been the last
Yeah.
couple of seasons, but like and probably the last few seasons before that, if we actually went back and looked at them. But it's incredible the ones that you don't even think, because like I just think it's like it's crowbarred in to so many. I think were
Yeah.
we talking on the pilot about Asuka? Was it called Asuka or something? Isuka, something like that. But it was when we were talking on the pilot episode, Noisy, and it was literally the show was fine until they suddenly just gave this plot fan service, like ecchi plot twist for no reason that served no purpose, and just derailed the entire show. And I was like, well, that's another
That
one
is
off the list.
I mean, come on, I still don't understand why. My friend said I want an ecchi anime. Since there's too many of them, I might as well just expect an ecchi anime.
You're in the
rather
right
than-
place
rather
then,
than
my
be
friend.
blinded in the middle of my plot. So he watched Rail Wars, and he said, no, it's too much.
Not ecchi enough. It's too much. I feel that.
No,
was
he
much.
said it was. No, actually, he said it was too much. He said it was getting ridiculous. Apparently, the guy was just a ladder scene. Apparently,
Yeah.
then I was like, "How is there a ladder scene?" So he, the hostess or something was climbing up a ladder. Did
Ah.
any of you watch Trail Wars?
I
No,
watched the first episode and I was like,
Like my
I
friend said,
don't see how they can make a story about trains.
I think-
exactly.
They made a story about two.
Exactly.
Yeah, somebody was talking about it. I think it was maybe Frozen Cicada, I think. he was talking about the ladder scene a while
Oh
ago.
yeah. It was him actually. I was just like, yeah, you know.
I'm laughing at what Coryn just said. Compelling imagery indeed.
It's one of the jokes about the Monogatari series. It got scenes like this all the time, but it's not what it's about at all.
Calm down, Lego. Throw some water at him.
I was just practicing my whistle. Yeah. Coryn, you were going on about how your anime season has been fantastic and stuff.
Man, it's basically, I got into Monogatari again, and now I'm sad because there's no more seasons for a while.
Oh yeah, now
I need
I'm
something else to watch.
Now that I'm watching that one. Oh, have you heard? Okay, this one you talked about it in the last episode. You guys I don't want to misname it because I forget that. Okay, fine. Kekai Sensen, is that the name?
Kekai Sensen, yeah.
Yes, I got it right this time.
Kekai Sensen.
Kekai Sensen.
I haven't watched more than one episode, but that action.
I want to wait until it finishes airing and then start it.
Fair play. I've only watched. I think I got up to episode 3. I think I did. But yeah, I'm loving it.
What do you think?
Pardon me. Yeah. No, I'm kind of like Noisy. I'm kind of just picking it up here and there. Like, I had to watch episode 3 in like 3 different chunks. Like, I watched the first 5 minutes, and then I watched the first 15, and then I watched the last couple of minutes. Like, it was really weird. So, like, I kind of need to go back and just watch that again because I didn't really take any of it in. But yeah, it's really, like I say, there's not much more I can say on it like I did last time, but really cool. Just an amendment as well. I'd like to go back to very quickly. Sorry, I know it's bit on a tangent, but fuck it, why not? We'll go on a tangent. Speaking of things that we've kept up on, we had a little discussion about Naruto Gaiden. The quote,
is that really how you pronounce it?
The quote spin-off of Naruto, the spin-off that was told that was going to be about Boruto, his son, and all those.
He wasn't even in the last chapter.
He's not even been in it.
Guys, this.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
I don't know how to fucking pronounce it. I haven't got a clue. But yeah,
yeah, I'm okay. It's confusing because I'm sad to say this, but the latest chapters of Bleach have pissed me off so much that I'm sorry. I know. I don't want to say.
You feel like you're really struggling. I've given you the floor, Lego, and you struggled to come out with something.
Okay, fine. Yes. The Gaiden. It's so okay. I would only give it a 6 out of 10. It is really pissing me off.
Yeah.
But the sad thing that even those pissing off chapters have more content than the freaking Bleach chapters, which are taking 3 whole chapters just to travel to the palace by teleportation magic, man. What do you do with your time, Kubo? Why do you always do this? Damn it,
mostly, man. I think he spends his time dying.
Yeah, he's to be fair, those chapters have set up a dramatic story shift.
Yeah,
kind of.
Dramatic.
That's setting up the new final confrontation, but I don't know what's going on. I'm interested to see what happens in Bleach, but yeah, I see what you're saying. He's dragging it out. Speaking of dragging something out, can we all just agree that Naruto Gaiden is not a spin-off? It is just the direct sequel. He's bringing the Katsuki back.
Other than the comparisons of other things can be better.
It's literally he's done a time skip. It's his Dragon Ball GT. It's Dragon Ball GT essentially to Dragon Ball Z.
Why are we seeing them again? Their story was done. Why are we seeing them fighting and stuff?
To give context to it, to you, Coryn, basically in the latest chapter they said they were bringing back the Akatsuki, which was the main bad guys. Imagine in Bleach ends next year, and then they say, right, we're doing a spin-off series. And then in the first 5 chapters, they say, right, the Espadas are coming back, Aizen's coming back as the main bad guys.
That moment you erase something from memory. When they said we're resurrecting the Akatsuki, I sort of had a my brain just stopped for a moment.
We can agree that it's no longer a spin-off.
Edward Tensei again.
Yeah, I just wanted to say it's no longer a spin-off. It's just a direct sequel. It's just a time skip. It's Dragon Ball G. It's Naruto GT. I'm going to call it now. Naruto is in a second. In the next 10 chapters, I predict Naruto is somehow through some kind of jutsu is going to go back to being a kid.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Maybe if they kill him off, then I'd give him props.
Oof. I don't think they'll
that would be legendary.
I don't think Kishimoto could stomach that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He killed
Doesn't have-
he killed one. What's that guy's name? That was the biggest death that happened. Neji died, which was spoilers.
I
Neji
didn't
died.
feel it because it was idiotic, dude. You have enough time to to jump in front of a flying spear instead of push the guy out of the fucking way. Are you serious?
That's
Did
the
you see
hero's
what
death.
happened in that
The
scene?
hero's
He
death.
jumped like 10 feet in the air to intercept the spear instead of just diving in a straight line. And what the hell?
Yeah, but that's not cool, no. It's not cool. But yeah, anyway, enough about Naruto. We already discussed it. Maybe we'll discuss it again. And obviously, the summer season out of anime, we will have an episode where we just preview it and maybe even talk about a few first impressions. We used to do first impressions on the site, but
excuse me. May I say my?
oh, sorry, I'm
anime
sorry,
watching
Lego. I'm sorry.
experience, if you don't
I thought you'd already said it. I do apologize.
Yeah.
You fire away, man.
Okay, I actually haven't watched that much stuff, but I did want to point out two interesting things. Three. First, I watched the Edge of Tomorrow, which was actually, I finally watched it, which was, I think that's how American live action should be done. It felt like it was just inspired by source material, and they didn't try to, overwrite anything too much.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it, man. I think I really enjoyed that one. It's not perfect, but I finished the movie feeling like, I came away from something great. Then, other than that, there was a new anime by Studio Trigger. Have you guys heard of it? The Ninja what? What is this one? Do you guys know it?
You'll have to be more
Ninja.
specific.
You'll have to be more specific than Ninja by
Is it Ninja?
Trigger.
Yeah, Ninja Slayer. Yes, Ninja Slayer 2015 anime Trigger.
No.
If you guys have not heard of it,
Is it very
go
good?
watch it now.
Is it ecchi?
It's awesome. No, I haven't seen the
So
ecchi
that's
part
a
yet,
yes
but
then.
it's a side story. Yeah, man, just watch it, guys. Seriously, you will not be disappointed. It'll be a life-changing experience. Trigger never disappoints. Yeah. Just get back to me
Well,
on that
definitely,
later.
definitely.
You should definitely. Just one episode.
Um,
Yes, you trust me on that one. Anyway, then.
When
Looking at some of the
2015 anime.
it's definitely
The
ecchi.
fact that he said not yet, and
Yeah.
a quote from Lego is
Just
life-changing
watch the first
experience
episode.
for an anime. It's going to be
pretty
ecchi.
easy to.
I can't even
What's
find
it called?
it.
Ninja Slayer? Okay.
Ninja
well, what
Slayer,
we'll do,
dude.
that'll be a bit of happy hour homework then. We'll watch the first episode of Ninja Slayer, and we will report back to you next time you're on then, my friend.
Oh yes, I have to add another rule, please. No looking at reviews and stuff. Yes, you must
Yep.
watch it yourself.
Nah,
I
it's
never
too many
look at
words.
reviews.
Yeah, I don't
Ah.
read reviews before
Is it
I.
ironic
brothers
that I
in
can't
arms
stand
who do not
reviews?
let their-
Reviews. I can't stand reviews, but I do them myself.
I
Yes.
I like
actually
watching
know the
reviews.
feeling. It's
It's
ironic,
hypocritical,
yes,
I know.
but yeah.
I like watching reviews
I
on
like
YouTube,
reviewing.
but they tend to be of shows that I've
You can't
seen
remember.
years ago, so I never watch any reviews
Yeah.
of new shows that I haven't watched.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's
which
true.
is kind of
I like watching
counterproductive,
reviews
but-
of things I've already seen to kind of see just what everyone else thinks about it. Like, the
Yeah.
That actually works a bit better. It helped me out on Fate Zero when it was relatively not new but a bit old. But then I was like, I don't want to watch Fate again because Stay Night was a horrible anime. But then the guy convinced me. He's called the
Yeah.
Cynical Brit. He has a YouTube channel.
What? Total
reviews, so-
Biscuit.
So it was so it was like watch Fate Zero. It's worth it. Ignore Fate Stay Night. Watch it. Then I was like, let me get on this. So yeah, reviews work for to point you in some things
Cool.
that you've never heard of. Or don't trust it. Try. Then there was this other thing. This anime. Is it The Boy and the Beast? Have you
heard
heard
of
it?
it.
The Beast and the Boy? Wait, The Boy and the Beast? It's this other new anime that's coming up. It has this total Ghibli vibe to it. I prefer the Japanese title, Bakemono no Ko. Anyway, it's a city where there's like half yokai and half general trend, but a beast
Oh,
takes it.
Is that
Yeah.
a movie? I think I
Yes,
was looking at that.
yeah, it's a movie. So who?
I put
what
that on my
creature is
list.
that
What,
guy?
it looked cool.
What creature is that guy from The Beauty and the Beast?
He's like an amalgamation
is
of.
he? Is he
Yeah,
just
he's
called
just
a
called
beast?
Beast. He's like, I think he's.
Yeah, basically the Japanese version of that dude takes in a kid who's a street urchin and trains him in sword fight, and it looks pretty
But
good. The
isn't he a
animation looks
bear?
cool. It's a bear?
It looks like a bear.
It just looks like the Beauty and the Beast thing. It just looks like a beast. I don't know what to call it, man.
Okay,
It-
I'll take your word for it. I haven't seen
Anyway,
it yet.
it's
I added it
humanoid.
Cool,
to
cool,
this,
cool.
So
Yeah, so yeah, that one I'm looking forward to. It hasn't yet, but it's looking really. It's reminding me of the old Ghibli movies where story counts for a lot. So yeah, I miss that kind of anime. I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, that's my entire anime experience from now. I'm pretty busy setting up, so nothing
So
else.
we've all been pretty busy then, pretty busy on the anime front. Okay, so
yeah.
I think it's time. Main thing of the show, not really the main thing, but the next segment.
How I actually sound Nigerian.
We're going to discuss in depth and dissect his desire to be Nigerian when he's actually not. Just so I can tell everyone at home, Lego puts this voice on. He's actually from Spain. He just likes to pretend he's from Africa because it sounds more exotic. As you'll find holes in it. That's why he's not drinking tonight, because the last time he was on, he let the accent slip.
Okay, fine. We can go into
it's
the
not real main topic.
Yes,
like, it's not.
but
I'm sorry. God bless you in your Malawian accent, Lego, or mixed race.
It's not in Malawian, but
that's an inside joke. No one gets.
That one is.
I'm
that
sorry.
one's going to hurt.
I didn't say it, so I actually did just reiterate it. But yeah, basically our main topic for today is we're going to play a game. We're going to get back to our old roots and play a nice game, one that we haven't had any preparation to do. Like before, we had the live action adaptation. That was pretty cool. The Yandere.
It's all freestyle.
I would love to do the live action challenge again. Like, I think that'd be something we need to do again because it was a lot of fun. Yandere challenge, that was really cool again.
That one was pretty
but this one is going to be just a very quick game. And this is going to be called. Apologies for the terrible title, but it is going to be called the Trope's Top Trumps. Now, I'll lay down the ground rules. That was when everyone was supposed to go.
Sorry, I was just trying to think about this nice cat.
What are you doing?
What? What are you saying?
If you say it 5 times fast, what is it going to turn into?
Trope Top Trumps. Trope Top Trumps. Trope Top Trumps. Trope Top Trumps. There you go.
Oh my god.
Oh, we need someone.
Okay, what? Can you please stop sending me these distracting pictures, you guys?
You
were on
pictures.
Google.
Calm down.
That's what you're doing. This, I'll lay down the ground rules. It's very, very simple. We're going to go around the table, and we are going to mention a well-known trait, a trope, a cliche, something that's well-known in the anime and manga universe. For instance, if I was to say Yandere, we'll go around the table, everyone will give an example, and the best example that people come up will win that round. We'll go around a couple of times, see how long it takes. Now, to make it a little bit more fun, if anyone remembers on the last episode, we had a forfeit challenge, and that was the no swearing ban, which we have thankfully upheld on this one. We're doing great on it.
No,
we totally lost in the beginning, man.
A
How
few
many
times.
times did you say fuck?
I might cut, what if I cut that out at the beginning, and then no one will know?
Then you're cheating.
That's cheating, man.
Point is, we're going to have
a forfeit.
Have another sort
There's going to be a punishment. And since I thought the freestyle rap was so fantastically well, I will say me and Coryn did valiantly.
Yeah, guys, you killed
it. You did very
I
valiantly.
think that was such a good punishment that I think it's worth a round 2, but we're going to do it a little different. This time, the loser, the person with the least amount of points, will suffer the forfeit, and they will have to do another rap about Sword Art Online. However, we are going to give them we're going to give them a bit of time after the end of this round to maybe write a couple of lines, maybe think about what they're going to say.
It also has to be about...
It's got to be about defending Sword Art Online, because I know there was a bit of Sword Art Online hate that a few of us have said over the past few weeks, so I think we need to make it up to Kirito and Asuna. I think we need to reconcile with all the SAO fans out there and do something positive for them.
And adopt Kawaii by force. What? For total transfer? What you're saying, Corey?
For total transparency, I still have not watched Sword Art Online. So if I have to play this punishment game,
I've got a feeling, Coryn, that you're probably... Yeah, I've got a feeling that you are probably not going to lose, just because I think somehow you'd probably come up with good examples. Better examples than I will, so...
Can I just do that thing where I add another extra punishment just out of nowhere, even though we didn't discuss it? One of you the guy who loses better be rocking a Kirito or Asuna avatar.
No, don't change your
whole week on
avatar,
the
because then
forum.
I'll have to change the thumbnail on the actual show when I post it. And you're an arsehole.
No, after the happy hour, dude.
I might
Oh,
rock
come
the
on, you know
Kirito
you want
avatar.
to.
There's already people who rock Kirito avatars on site anyway, so like, you know, I don't want to steal their thunder. Maybe have a nice little.
Good point,
Anyway,
good point.
so I think I'll go first, and we'll go around the virtual table. So we'll go to the left, so Noisy, Coryn, then Lego, and then back to me. So we'll do a couple of rounds, just see how far we get. It could be funny, could be a catastrophe, but we're going to do it anyway. There's only one way to find out. So, can you give me an example? Here's a cliche from anime. It's, are you done yet? Give me an example of a scene, a character, or an anime series that frequently shows an attack starting in one chapter or episode and not finishing for at least another episode.
Come on, that's like every
You need to come up-
ever.
You need
going first again.
You need to come up with the most funniest and creative one. So we'll go to our virtual left. So I'll go Noisy, then Coryn, then Lego.
Ah, man, I'm going to lose this one. Okay.
I already know the correct answer because there is a correct answer this
I've got one in mind.
Yeah, that's a problem.
I don't want to say the obvious one because I'll lose because I'm against
Say the obvious
Bleach
one.
fanboys.
Okay, your turn, Noisy.
No,
What would you
might
what would
lose
you
if
like
you're
to
not
put
careful.
for?
It's actually pretty simple.
I'm gonna go different. Hold on.
There's a really obvious one that I've got in my brain.
You better not take
I'm
mine.
gonna say
It's actually pretty stupidly obvious.
the bloody every single time that Luffy goes to a bloody island in One Piece. So I'm gonna say bloody Luffy against Doflamingo. That fight's been going on for about 20 chapters now.
So 20
All right.
chapters.
And
very well.
he came out with his new move, as he does every island. And
Took 2 weeks.
if you haven't seen it yet, you're in for something. You're in for a treat, maybe, or it will make you laugh. I wanted it to be so much cooler than it was. But he basically is beating up Doflamingo as a big, hard marshmallow. So
So
yeah,
you're going
that's
for
my
Luffy.
example. Luffy versus
Okay.
Doflamingo.
And
in
then
One
Coryn.
Piece.
All right. I am going with possibly the mother of all long fights, and that is going
God
to be
damn it, he knows it.
maybe
Yes.
Dragon Ball
Yes, I
Z,
knew it.
the Z Fighters versus Frieza,
Yes.
specifically versus
You
Frieza,
bastard.
because that is
I'm
like,
just gonna say
Oh,
I never watched Dragon
you
Ball
are at
Z,
the
so
disadvantage.
I'm like at a distinct.
There is
too,
one.
actually,
There is
but
one
I knew
word
it
that
was
I
in the
can. Well,
general
there's two words
ballpark.
that I can say that will win this contest probably. So Frieza versus the Z Fighters. Yes. Okay. And finally,
Yeah.
Lego.
Oh man, that took.
Do you have a slightly different answer?
Dude.
Maybe you could pick a
My-
particular scene.
No wait, schemes in my. I think that was a wrong metaphor. Actually, dude. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to throw one out. One that was silly. I'm sure there's one. Okay, give me 5
5,
seconds.
4,
Okay. Give me 10
10,
more seconds.
10, 9, 8, 7.
You know what? I'm just going to say Naruto doing his new Rasengan.
That did take a
I don't
while.
know.
When he first whipped out the Rasen
It did take a while, but it's not notable. Okay, no, okay, wait. Let me switch it to something that wasn't that long delayed, but it seems sort of weird at how long it took. Ichigo's first
Okay, that
Bankai.
took a, yeah,
I mean,
that's
he
a
held
good
his
example
sword
actually.
He held his sword out for so long, and okay, it looked epic at one point when they
And then every
used
other
3
time he
different
just whips
camera
it out
angles.
like
I
Bankai.
was just like, yeah, but I'm just like, dude, how long are you going to
That's
talk crap
pretty
and then wait for you to say Bankai? And then Kyuchiki Blackbeard is like, Bakana, why is he releasing this amount of spiritual energy? Is he telling the truth or is he lying? No, but this must be
Yeah.
Bankai. I'm just
Okay,
like,
cool.
okay, this is It was still epic.
anime
cool.
antagonist voice.
So we'll go around the table again and we'll do
Yeah.
a vote. So we've got Luffy on the new every time he goes to a new Luffy versus Don Flamingo.
But every time he goes.
hold
to a
on,
new
hold on,
island.
hold on. Is it really fair for us to talk? Is it really fair for us to vote on when we put out an example?
Yeah, because I can't
It
vote
should
on
just be- I
bloody
think it should
Dragon
just
Ball
be
Z.
the person who
I've
asks
seen Dragon
chooses.
Ball Z.
I think it should just be the person who
That's
puts
probably a
out
good
the
idea,
trope
actually.
should be
Yeah.
the one
That's
to
a better
judge.
idea. You should run these games, Corey, not me. Okay, I will choose. I've already made my mind up as soon as I heard it because it is the quintessential answer. There's 2 words that could have won this: Spirit Bomb. The Spirit Bomb during the Z Fighters
Yes.
spell.
How many episodes did it actually take? I never actually watched the anime too. I'm sorry.
It was
I'm not a...
pretty much an
and
entire
just
season.
for context, Noisy, the Spirit Bomb is a single attack that Goku did, and I'm pretty certain on Frieza it took about 3 episodes of him standing there with his arms in the air, just raising energy, and other things happened around him. And, like, people were distracting the enemy, but it was taking... Even as a child, I was like, this is ridiculous, like, how long it's taken. So, first round...
You know what I just thought of, actually? It's not a fight, though, but Kuroko no Basket, like, they'll have a whole season on just, like, half a basketball game, and it gets quite ridiculous. They're brilliant, but I was just like, how do you manage to stretch out a 60-minute game to
pretty cool.
25 episodes?
But yeah, first round has got to go. He said it. He said the quintessential one.
Too iconic.
First round, go.
It's totally a cheat, man. DBZ.
First,
Hey,
Okay, wait. Okay,
I
what
told
do
you
you
it was
think?
the
first
correct
round
answer.
goes to Coryn. So 1 point on the
Yeah,
board
it
for
was.
Coryn.
Okay, what do you think would happen?
Yeah, first round goes to Coryn.
Yeah.
That's first point on the
Sorry.
board for Coryn. Next we'll move to Noisy.
Ding 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 ding.
Okay,
I do
sorry.
want to ask first though. If DBZ was remade in the Hunter x Hunter style, like they weren't just extending the episodes because they were close-up manga or they were just being cheap. If they remade the DBZ anime properly, do you think?
Well, they
the
did.
Spirit Bomb would
They
take
made
that
Dragon
long,
Ball
or-
Z Kai or Dragon Ball Kai, which is cut. It's 70,
And the fights
76
do take that
episodes, I
long.
think, or 77, as opposed to 100 and something.
Yeah, they cut the series.
Yeah, they
by,
cut a
like,
lot
2/3.
out of Dragon Ball Kai. So if you're not into watching attacks happen over
Oh, okay.
episode and episode and episode, probably check out Dragon Ball Kai. That's a hint there, Noisy. Check that one out. It's a lot shorter, but you'll lose the original magic
Okay.
of watching someone go "Ha!" for 5 minutes. Like has anyone random
That
tangent?
was
has
actually a
anyone
pretty good
seen
one.
the black kid who goes Super Saiyan on YouTube? Right.
Okay, I'm
if we
Googling
do,
that.
it's an
I have
amazing
seen
video.
that. That is a
Basically, it's
brilliant
kind of like the
video.
modern day Star Wars kid, where he sits in front of his webcam and goes "Ha!" for 2 minutes, and he gets really big. But like somebody has like gone through and edited special effects on him, so he has like an energy aura and lightning and stuff. It's so cool. If we do a link dump, I know we said it on the last episode we were going to, but I didn't. But on this one, I may do a link dump, like, and put the links to things we talk about, so I'll put that in there if I do. Noisy, you are up next. Can you give us a well-known example of a trope, a cliche, anything like that in anime or manga?
I'm trying to think of one that will have good answers.
No, dude, think of the difficult ones.
Characters with the worst plot armor.
Oh, I'm sad that I thought of something.
You say
so quickly.
plot armor. You're gonna have to elaborate. I think I
Okay,
know where
so
you're going,
plot
but-
armor is you've got your story, and it might be a really brutal one. It might not be brutal, but it will get to a point where a character either meets an insurmountable challenge. So it could be an opponent that they're facing that's just way stronger than them, or this character is going to die. But because of plot armor, because the character is needed for the plot, or because he's even one of the main characters, the author keeps them alive, gives them a massive coincidental power up, doesn't let the character die when they should do. That's what plot armor is essentially. If just to give an idea of the kind of scene that I'd be looking for.
Okay, but what do you mean when you say the worst?
Like the most just
The most
And
illogical.
some-
One where you're reading the chapter and where you're like, this is a total asshole.
Like the
Yeah,
dumbest
this
use
is
of
just
it possible?
cop-out.
Yeah,
This
the
is
dumbest
just
use.
Stupid. Dumbest use of plot armor.
There are many culprits. Many culprits of this.
Yeah, I'm
In
looking at
shonen,
Shonen for this.
especially. That's all the hints that I'm giving across the table because I've got one I'm sitting on.
Well, it's
yeah,
Coryn,
this one will
then
win.
you, so yeah.
There's a lot of good ones I can think of, but I don't know which one I want to pick.
I know the struggle, man. But I know which one I'm choosing. Well, I think so. Oh, god damn it, there's so many.
All right, I'm going to go with sort of generally Ichigo in Bleach, because that guy gets fucked up a lot.
God damn it, that was mine.
Let's be honest. Like, he'll get stabbed, and then, like, a geyser of blood shoots 50 feet into the air, and he's fine.
That was mine, because how many times is Ichigo technically dead? And he just in the Arrancar arc itself, he gets done, and to the point where he's either dead or near death about 3 or 4 times, and it's like, come on!
Nah, man, those eyes were seeing nothing. I don't know the afterlife that Shinigami go to, but the dude was there. He was out.
Yeah.
Twice.
They did the dead eye thing and everything. No, he should. No, now I'm a monster because reasons.
That made no sense. Yeah, that's a good one. Good.
Who's going now? Lego?
It's me next now? Okay. I even had a perfect... Okay, I'll link it later, but I even had a perfect picture for it. But anyway, I'll go with the safe one. The plot armor... I want to mention 2, dude. Okay, fine. I'll just mention the Aizen.
So you got Bleach as well.
Even though it should be that it shows how awesome and prepared he is, I'm like, this guy has a contingency for everything on the planet Earth. You can't cut him on the back of his head because he has a shield there. You can't reverse his control of his limbs.
Oh yeah,
because he can memorize. He has perfect control. How many times did he get hit before he turned into a magical butterfly?
He wasn't just a magical butterfly. He was everything else in between.
He is unreasonably powerful for no good reason.
The thing is, his sword should be that OP, but I'm like, dude, I don't know anything anymore.
But no, that's a good example as well, that one.
I don't know why Japanese seem to have a kind of... Every time they have a really OP character, they always make them a butterfly. Have you noticed this? I was watching...
Hunter, you're right, dude. The butterflies.
I can't remember what it... I don't think it was Buso Renkin. I can't remember what else it was, but I remember there was another anime that I was watching, and they had this antagonist that was super, super powerful and really scary to everyone, and you just knew if he was there, shit was going to go down. But he was a butterfly. I was just like, why?
I'm sure there's some historical, cultural context we're missing for it.
Butterfly,
like a butterfly sting like a bee.
Butterflies in Japanese culture.
Okay, well, I was thinking Bleach, and I was thinking Ichigo, particularly the Arrancar arc. I was thinking because I remember there's times when he just gets done in. So I will go a slightly different tact, and I will go with Gantz, and I'll go with the main character, Kei Korono. Now, if anyone's seen Gantz, they kind of have a get out of jail card where it's like, as long as they don't die, at the end of the mission, they are fully healed and it's fine. So the amount they kind of use that, and there's even to a point, like, I know this is spoiling slightly, but there's a point where literally there's 2 of him. There are 2 real Kei Koronos doing 2 dual storylines. Spoilers for Gantz if anyone hasn't seen it. I know it's a bit late saying it now. I've just spoiled it. I'll add that in later. But basically, like, there's 2 of them and one dies, and it's like, it's so ridiculous that they have the death for one of them. And the amount of times that he is killed, well, almost killed, or actually killed, like, just for him to come back because he can resurrect people at will is ridiculous. Like, he does actually die in one point, but he comes back on the next mission because it's just like, oh, no, this person's brought him back. It's fine. Don't worry about it. That was just a side story, as it were.
Well, to be fair, the author does sort of bring that depressing thought that the people who they're reviving, are they really them, or they're just reviving their matter?
I think so because of that, when I was reading Gantz, it never really struck me as
because he dies in the first episode. In the first chapter, he dies.
Yeah.
He literally dies in the first episode. He's fine.
It's not just the first episode, it's like the first 4 pages.
Maybe that's not necessarily plot armor, but like it's just the fact that he's the main character, and like his any peril or plight he's in, even to the point of death, is so exactly.
Just gets
it's so it doesn't mean anything because even when you think, oh, he's dead, no, it's all right.
Yeah.
It's fine. Like there's no impact on the scenes when he is in danger.
I still thought it was pretty tense, but I don't know if that's just because of the tone of the.
To be honest, I found that manga.
No, God, yeah. I mean,
man. I finished it.
I definitely recommend. I'd recommend the manga, not the anime. Well, the anime was kind of okay, but I didn't like how they ended it. But it deserves a reboot. I wouldn't argue with that. It definitely deserves a reboot.
I would want one, but I don't think they would pull it off because of the censorship. There's just no ways that making sense.
I think they censored it too much.
Even in its time, it was already it's already pretty gnarly, so I don't see it being adapted into anything worth watching. Not to say that I want the perversion and stuff, but a lot of the story is built up on how messed up it is.
It's cool.
Yeah. Well, for me, again, points go to Coryn just because
damn it!
Like I'd like Ichigo to just die once so that it could end. It could have ended so many times.
That would be a great way to end Bleach. Main character's dead. Everybody go home. Bad guys win.
Just everyone leave it.
Oh, that would just be like brilliant. Anyway, yeah.
True Orobocha movie.
Yeah, I agree. Coryn's is probably the best example. It's just Ichigo. He's dead so many times. He's at death's door and he just comes back. But Coryn.
I'm sure there are loads where like it happens. In other mangas and stuff as well. But
I did want to mention this one. No, not as an extra point, but I wanted because dude, Fairy Tail, my God, you know, Natsu's fire has sort of become warm water. It's just like, does anyone ever burn?
Ursa's fights in Fairy Tail go the same way. She gets overpowered. It looks like she's not going to win, but suddenly she pulls like some second power level out of nowhere. From the power of friendship, because everyone's friends, man. And they all.
When Natsu came back though, and he literally burnt down the whole stadium, cool. That was freaking cool.
Very irresponsible.
Cool. And I don't agree so much that it should have continued this long as well. However, cool. It was still freaking cool.
But Coryn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Passing the torch on to Coryn now. Is it
our leader?
So now Coryn can't score anything.
Yes. And probably not rapping about Fairy Tail at the end.
Probably not. All right, let me think. I know this trope. Let me see if I can say it really cool like.
Okay, no pressure.
Diablo ex machina, which, if you're familiar with Deus ex machina, which means God in the machine, which is basically where at the end something comes at the end and just clears everything up and it's fine. Diablo ex machina is the exact opposite, where something happens and it fucks everything up.
Right at the end, though.
Well, not necessarily at the end.
In other words, Samurai Jack.
It comes out of nowhere and just fucks up the world, basically.
I've got one, but I think Vacant goes first, and I think he'll say it.
Okay.
So I've got to come up with another one as well.
Well, there's one that sticks out to me as something that just fucks up the world for no reason at the very, very end of something. It might be the one Noisy's thinking of, I'm not sure. I'm going to go with... is it me? No, it's Lego first. It's Lego, then me, then you. Yeah, sorry.
It's Lego, then you, but I'm saying you're going before me, so...
Yeah, sorry, mate.
It's me? Oh, no, actually, I didn't know. I thought, okay, fine. If I'm going first, I won't bother. I haven't watched the anime, but from what I've seen in the general form, from all the reiterations and remakes, Evangelion.
Oh my god.
I followed the first series sort of. I know the ending was so horrible I erased it from memory. Evangelion for everyone follows the story for a while, it's epic, and then come the ending. So all I know is that for some reason there is always an apocalypse for no reason other than the fact that the author was depressed and he wanted everything to die. And yeah, Neon Evangelist, I have not watched the end of Evangelion yet. I heard it's a true mind rape, so I'm looking forward to trying that one out. But yeah, Evangelion. That's my answer.
There's an abridged version of Evangelion on YouTube. I'll link it to you. It's actually hilarious. I love it. It's brilliant.
I'm going to check that one out. Bros, everyone complains. They're just like, no, dude, I wish I didn't watch that. But of course, they recommend it to their friends because what are friends for?
For just that thing.
That's a really good one. I don't know if I can beat
that.
that.
For me, I am going to go with Naruto. Because, is that what you were thinking?
Phew.
Basically,
No,
at the very end of Naruto, the main antagonist, spoilers for Naruto, the main antagonist for Naruto is Madara Uchiha. He's the mastermind behind most of the minor, lesser antagonists. He's the puppet master. He's pulled every string. He's orchestrated everything up until the last 20 chapters, when it suddenly transfers to a god called Kaguya, who's the god of all chakra, and it's like, no, actually, no, she's the be-all, end-all of everything, and she's like going to take over the world and destroy everything. It's going to be all this. So not only do we not get any like satisfaction from Madara dying or like any payoff from that, but this goddess is like came and everyone's like, no, she's dead important. She's dead important. She's like really powerful just because they say she is. And she's not mentioned before, like about 6 chapters she's mentioned in passing before. And it's just such a disappointing. I still won't let it go. It's such a disappointing ending. But I go Kaguya. It's basically the entire 660 chapters led to Madara. The last 40 of that, 660 chapters built to Madara being the main antagonist of the series. 40 of those chapters, the last 40, the climax.
That escalated quickly.
The climax is something like, actually, there's
the
God
ninjas are fighting,
and everyone. It's so
and
ridiculous.
The God appears.
So bad. But that's mine.
Okay, mine, and I think. Okay, mine's Code Geass. And I don't want
spoilers
to
for Code Geass.
spoil anything for anyone who hasn't watched it. So
it's really old now. You should have watched it by now.
Yeah. But I'm gonna do a bit of spoiling because I don't think I can get a point without explaining it. So in Code Geass, Lelouch gets this power called the Geass, where if he makes eye contact with someone and gives them a command one time, they have to do as he commands.
It would make it pretty
and
easy, no?
everything. He's a very meticulous person. He's brilliant at chess. He manages from a crappy little robot in a mindfuck of a battlefield. Manages to maneuver everyone else in this rebellion around to kind of win against insurmountable odds. And so he has literally a whole plan for saving the world from oppression, from the oppression of the empire, all planned out until he meets a childhood friend, and I can't remember her name. Damn it. But he ends up, and this is where the spoiler is, he ends up accidentally giving her the command, and she's the kind of cornerstone for a bright future as well. Everyone's
not annoying like the one from
lead the kind of new age and lead everyone to a brighter tomorrow. And he accidentally gives her a command to slaughter everyone in a massive stadium.
She basically,
one of her speeches.
She's the princess of the oppressors, but she wants a peaceful future. So he accidentally tells her to kill all the Japanese, which is where it's set, which basically destroys an alliance instantly. It's such a good scene. I love that scene.
There should be a new trope for
it is one of the most.
It's when he gives the command to kill her. It's so good.
There's just no win. There's just no win because he's even protecting the Japanese. There's just no winning in that situation.
The thing is, had that not happened, the entire series could have played out completely differently, and the entire second season wouldn't have been the same at all.
That's a really good one.
It is the epitome of a Diablos ex machina
to
me
really
anyway.
One.
So
you guys. You did not make it easy on me at all.
You didn't make it an easy trope. I didn't think we'd actually have ideas for this one. But turns out...
I thought I'd throw out something good, something that would make you think, oh my god. I'm going to have to give this point to Lego for Evangelion. Because Evangelion just gets because this is the basic winning factor here is that Evangelion gets so fucked up that people still don't know what happened.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
After
I can't argue with that.
Phew.
So that's 1 point to Lego.
Just as a scoreboard, we've got 2 points to Coryn and 1 point to Lego. And Lego, it is your go, my friend.
Okay, give me a couple milliseconds.
How can you judge something you don't even know yourself?
Instinct.
Instinct. Basic instinct.
As they say. Okay. You know what? I'll just say okay, fine. It'll be a silly one with which all my friends always crack up about. But which is the most the thing is it happens in almost every anime. But okay, which is the most ridiculous moment where the villain is whooping the hero? Okay, fine. Basically, this line is shouted by the villain in shock and surprise at the sudden power up of the hero. Bakana!
Yeah.
You know that moment where he says impossible? Yes, which is the moment for you, which is like, this is so stupid. Sometimes it's epic. I want to mention an anime, but it would give away a point. Sometimes it's epic where you're like, yes, but then sometimes you're just like, oh, come on.
This, but I don't think anyone
You can
would
go
have
for it
watched
anyway.
it.
We can go.
Yeah. So to put it in a phrase, that moment when the villain says
Does
impossible.
it have to be the villain?
Or Bakana, okay, where
be
someone
quote
says,
for quote
where
impossible?
like,
someone
what the
says
hell? Or something
Bakana,
like,
yes,
"Nani?"
the
Like when they do
Bakana.
it.
Yeah, can we just have like one of those
yes.
general moments of oh
An
my
OMG,
god, what
an
the hell is
OMG and
going
a
on?
power up.
Yeah, okay. I think I'm really talking amongst brothers here. We all know that
Okay.
moment. So yes, go ahead.
Yeah.
Starting
Myself.
with Vacant then. Yes.
Can we just say no Dragon Ball Z, please?
I don't actually
Yes,
like.
that's fine.
To be honest,
Yeah,
I don't think
okay.
Dragon Ball Z has that many as certain ones. Like
Over
it's
9,000
over 9.
is the
Oh my
quintessential right
god!
answer,
Yeah.
so-
I didn't even think of that
So
one.
that would
I
have been
didn't
a
even think
cheat,
of over
so-
9,000.
It would have
It's
been a
over
cheat.
9,000.
So yes.
But yeah, I will go for Fairy Tail, and I am going to go for the time that it's in the what they called Grimoire Heart arc when they're on the Temro Island, and it's when Blue Note is like overpowering everyone. He's overpowering everyone and like just mullering everyone. Yeah, he's the gravity,
gravity
dude, and he's just
dude,
like
right?
destroying everybody with his gravity. He's just holding everyone in place. And then Kana comes out of nowhere, like she comes out of nowhere, but she's learned one of like the 3 sacred fairy lore spells, like fairy glitter, which doesn't sound like an intimidating attack at all. Fairy glitter. I like how they say it in Japanese as well, like fairy glitter. But yeah, she uses that. And he has the classic, like, what the hell? Like, when she gets him, like, he's like, like, Nandeska! Like, and she basically catches him in the spell, and it's like, he's always like, what the fuck? So that's mine. That's my example.
And then Noisy now.
Have
Don't
you seen
take mine.
Needless?
No.
Good.
Oh my, I haven't finished it yet. I really want to watch it.
Oh,
Needless.
no, you don't. Okay, I'm gonna do Needless, and I'm gonna tell you exactly why you don't want to watch this show. Hold on, I need to actually. So there are 2 instances. It's not there are 2 instances that this happens. I don't know if he says impossible exactly, but it happens. The first is there is a group of enemies. They're a girl group, a girl patrol or something that are like the comedic effect enemies, but they are all like really strong. If you've seen any of it, you should know who they are because they are like the enemies for most of the bloody series, and they are much stronger than the characters, especially when they're fighting together, which is like all the time. There are 3 of them or 4 of them, and when they're fighting the girl, like they absolutely cream her, but they always lose in a way that is really stupid and results in them being naked and in a pipe. There's a scene where they're like, I think they're in a tube or something. They fall down a tube and are all tangled together. And like, I just remember being like, how on earth did it get to this? They were absolutely caning the protagonist. And the other one is the actual main enemy. He is like a stronger version of the main protagonist, but again, and the main protagonist's ability is like to copy everyone else's abilities, but it's only to like 10% power or something like that. And he still manages to beat the main guy, who is like his clone, but meant to be like better, except a failed experiment. It's the stupidest anime. One of the stupidest animes I've ever watched.
That's why I wanted to watch it, dude.
Don't waste your time completing it, Lego. It's so bad.
I thought it was silly awesome though. But anyway, okay, fine. I'll take that under advisement. But yeah, I remember that moment with the 3 girls. Yeah. And Coryn, what is your moment? Your Bacana moment?
I am going with probably maybe the logical extreme of this idea with the end battle of the Soul Eater anime. Because if you remember, who watched Soul Eater here?
I've seen it.
Because at the end of the Soul Eater anime, all the main characters are fighting the big bad.
I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
And the way they defeat him is by mind fucking him to death. They literally give him that moment of what the fuck
he
so
dies.
hard that he dies.
I know.
I
I remember watching it going, really?
Did you watch the anime, you guys?
Yeah, I watched the anime. Are we talking about the anime? Like the 52 or 54 episodes?
Yes, the anime. I never read the manga, so yes.
I finished the manga and
I was
gonna.
Thankfully, that is something I need to go back to.
I might read it then.
You know that author has this. Okay, I think it's pretty obvious a bit from the character designs in the anime, but he has this weird dark humor in it, and it's just Even in the manga, and then there's one chapter that just ended dark. You're just like, what? Where was the joke? Where was the punchline, dude? Just like, oh my god.
Okay.
Anyway. So I would judge. The Soul Eater one, man. Yes.
Point number 3 for Coryn.
I promise I will not drive down to the table
I
and
just think he has a more creative and better knowledge.
Let's be honest. You have to understand. I spent a lot of time remembering this kind of stuff.
See, I don't,
more than I should have.
Once I write a review about something, I forget about it. So I really struggle with these kinds of things.
Okay. Do you want to go around the table again and do another round, or should we call it at that? Because that was quite long.
It's been about 20 minutes since we started this, and the call is 2 hours, 7 minutes long right now.
Fantastic.
Well, the
we should
recording
probably
at the
start
moment is
to
at
wrap
1
up
hour
around
and 35. So, that's a good
I
time.
think that's a good time.
Okay,
yeah, I think that's a good
the
time
final
as
score
well.
for our Trope Top Trump is in joint last place is the 2 Brits. It's Vacant and Noisy.
Yes, finally putting Britain in its place.
In second,
Nigeria and America teaming up.
You have to remember, you have 2 former colonies against you right now.
Okay,
we didn't do ourselves any favors.
No, I'll blame it on that. I'll blame it on prejudice as opposed to just my lack of creativity.
No, definitely.
It's an under the table moderator deal.
Moderator stick together. even though we gave Coryn the points.
Okay.
Second place.
You guys are going to have to
silver
have a
medal.
type. Oh wait, sorry.
Lego Maestro.
They both lose.
So Lego Maestro, well done with 1 point. And of course, if anyone was in any doubt, 3 points. Storming with it, absolutely running away with it, is Coryn. He's taking the gold, so he's our winner. He's our overall winner.
Woo!
Now that leaves us interesting with the forfeit.
Well deserved.
This leaves us with a forfeit where we have to. Have you watched Sword Art Online, by the way, Noisy?
Yes, I haven't finished Sword Art Online 2, but I don't know if I want to.
If you know an episode of it, it's alright. Okay, well the forfeit was, as I said at the beginning, was to talk about Sword Art Online, freestyle about Sword Art Online, but talk about how much you like it or what you like about it. What we will do, we'll do a final segment very quickly in the next 10 minutes, hopefully wrap that up, and then do the freestyle. So you've got about 10-15 minutes, Noisy, if you want to write something.
You're gonna do a freestyle off the top of your head?
Well, I wouldn't say like a boss, but I'm gonna do a freestyle off the top of my head. It might not be a freestyle. It'll be a series of stuttered words that may be strung into a sentence. But we'll see how it goes.
Sounds good to me.
All right. How's this? Since there's two people who won technically, you get to the other one. You guys who lost get to decide who beatboxes for you.
I like it.
I'm gonna say I can't.
Between the winners.
If you don't, well, neither
I
can
can't
I.
rap, and I can't even pretend to rap. So I'm
Okay,
gonna
you
try
do
to write a poem.
That's cool then.
Okay.
That's fair enough.
I
That's
more or less the same.
I
Yeah.
will
really
attempt to
nice.
rap. 'Cause
Yeah.
I like making a fool of myself.
I can't promise it will be any much better than a rap, but at least
Just try
I
and
don't
rap.
have to try
Do
and
the
rap.
I full on did an American accent for it, so like because that's just the rap I'm used to listening to. So we'll see if that resurges. I have had a few beers now, so that's probably. I'm not gonna lie, it's probably gonna resurface.
Describe drunkenness to
I've
me,
drunk-
man.
I've
I've been
drunk
sober
so
for
much.
too many hours.
I've
There you go,
realised
you know,
I've drunken
you
6
know.
bottles and I've still got 2 left now. I need to slow down drinking on these because it's like
God.
12:30 on a Sunday. That's 12:30 on a Sunday. I've got work
It's one-
tomorrow and I'm just here drinking. But I'm having an existential crisis at the moment, but it'll be all right. Now on to the final segment. Something that I was looking to introduce into the happy hour, which I thought would be quite fun, is if people would send like questions, like not questions like what is life, or something like that, but like just little fun things, or even if they just any tips or anything that they want, like any advice they need for anything like writing, artistry.
Can I ask?
Baby,
What
don't
is
hurt
love?
me.
Baby,
Don't hurt me.
The
No
problem
more.
with that is only the first
No
part
more.
is
Yeah.
a statement.
Oh,
The first part
okay.
is a
Because it
question.
sounds like he knows what love
Statement
is, but
or
he's
a
like just
request.
asking her not. The first is a statement, and the second half is a plea. So I don't understand what he's asking there. But yeah, but literally, I thought just to kick it off. So just for reference for anyone who's listening, feel free to post on the topic, post on the actual website that we host the MP3 on, post on the comments, and ask just
that's actually
any
pretty
questions that you
interesting.
need.
And ask
Ask
Vacant
Vacant.
corner.
Ask,
and
yeah, happy hour, because it may not
corner.
be
It's just-
ourselves who are on, but just ask any questions. I mean, if you want to direct it at someone, that's fine, and it can like wait until that person's on next. But like, just literally anything. So I thought it'd be quite fun if we each come up with a question, we just ask around the table very quickly, just to ask each other, just dumb. It could literally be anything. It could be as simple as, you know, what did you eat last? Like something stupid, like literally something stupid like that. My question, I think I already said it a bit earlier, but I'm going to pose to you guys. You can decide who goes first or whatever. In any anime series, what, not a main character, but what peripheral or secondary character do you feel deserves a spin-off, and there would be a decent spin-off of that character?
Oh, that's an important question, man. I'm just gonna go first because I actually saw a Facebook post by coincidence from the One Piece board that I follow. They were like, they should totally do a spin-off for Kobe. Then I was like, my natural reaction is always to say spin-offs are evil. They should die where they stand. But when I thought about it, One Piece. For those who do not know One Piece, for those who live under a rock, I mean, there's this like the antithesis of Luffy. Luffy wants to be the pirate king, and Kobe wants to be the top admiral in the navy. And he's sort of like those characters you just meet on the side of the road. We didn't think we'd see him again, but apparently he's been leveling up pretty good. And I think it would be interesting to see how his story went on his side of the thing, on his side. So yeah, Kobe would make a great spin-off. Not a whole series, but yeah, it would be interesting.
Okay, cool. Anyone else?
The resounding say, okay, I thought I was cut off. Okay, yeah, that's me. I don't know if anyone else has got.
I'm trying to think, and I didn't put any forethought into this question, so it's hard to say.
I was talking about this thing once, some time ago, it was with some friend, and then we were like, there's this interesting thing where they're Tokyo Go, right? Where Kaneki Ken, he's the average character he's just average. He is super average for a long time before that moment when he becomes epic. But it could have literally happened to anyone else. Like his best friend, for example. What happens to Kaneki Ken is like he gets in a bad accident when he's about to be eaten. and then they substitute his body parts for a gold part, and then he becomes half gold. So we're like considering, what if it happened to his best friend instead of him? And that goes for many of these mecha anime plots. Like imagine Gurren Lagann if it wasn't Simon who found the key, but some other poor fodder or whatever, you know.
Okay, I do have a good one, maybe. Going back to Monogatari series, there is a character named Meme Oshino. And his whole thing is he's basically
that guy would be awesome.
Like a ghost specialist, and he goes around like, you know, helping people and exorcising ghosts and shit like that, right? But after the first season, he basically just up and disappears.
Just vanishes.
And there's this like running mystery of what the fuck happened to this guy. Yeah. And I really want to know what was happening to that character, because he is actually one of the more interesting characters in the whole show.
Yeah, he really is, actually.
Oh, okay. No worries. So, yeah, that sounds cool. So, like, somebody who disappeared for a long time in the series. And
you know what? Who I'd like to see a spin-off of? A Day in the Life of a Titan.
That'd be pretty cool.
Could you imagine?
Oh my god.
It's like it would be completely like dialogue-less. And it would just be like walking around.
Neat.
As far as I'm aware, the Titan philosophy is fuck bitches, eat humans. So.
He should be totally talking in a Doge voice. Much human, much meat, much wow.
Yeah, you need the smiling Titan, the one who's just like the one who runs with the smile on his face, like.
Oh god, the Titans are creepy when that happens. Have you seen the Kawaii Titan meme? Oh man, that is horrific.
Yeah, the one with the big ass eyes.
Weird.
What would be great if that spin-off existed? There was like several main characters, and then you go back to the regular show and they're just like got their heads sliced off randomly, like in the background.
No, that's gone for the Titan. Shit.
I've got a question. Okay, it's a bit.
No,
general.
that's cool. It can be anything. Literally anything.
What do you think? What do you think of this thing where a shonen anime always has to reach god levels to be epic? And you know, I mean, okay, the first culprit was Naruto. We came from ninjas, from hiding in a puddle being a valid technique, to sneak attack someone, to nuclear explosions and fighting gods. And Bleach, Bleach, the first fight Ichigo had with a Shinigami, with Igaku, he flipped over him, you know, once. He flipped over him, parried a blow, his hand got cut. I mean, that doesn't happen anymore. You have to swing your sword and then a skyscraper disappears. And what do you think of this scaling of power? What did Gurren Lagann do right for it to be epic in Gurren Lagann? And
it's the problem of escalation, right? Like, you do something, and if you do something the same or equal, it's not as interesting anymore. And since shonen's mostly all about power fantasy, you just have to keep building up and building up. What Gurren Lagann did right is they literally started at the very bottom, and they went so high up we couldn't even recognize it anymore.
That sounded like a line from Eminem's rap. Couldn't even from Fort Minor's track. Couldn't even recognize it anymore. Okay, yeah.
It's basically true. Because, I mean, there's a theory out there, right? That you think of the universe and galaxies. The human mind can't actually conceptualize spaces on that size.
Yeah, but I know I can.
So you're watching a robot throw around galaxies, and you literally cannot understand it. Like, on some level, yes, but your brain just is not processing
the dumbest thing that I've ever seen in anime. I know that's quite a polarizing. That's a polarizing view, but who can throw a galaxy?
Blasphemy.
I mean,
fuck you.
No, but how big?
Dude.
How big is a galaxy that it would take millions of years to move that way?
Exactly.
We're throwing out.
By the way, they can watch it from their planet.
Bleach is the most realistic anime. No, I'm only kidding.
But it gets scary when you
It was epic.
At first I used to laugh at
I'm not
the
gonna lie.
comparison.
Gurren Lagann was pretty. That built in the right way.
Yeah, but when I would say escalation is done wrong, it's I get scared when you're like, I used to laugh at people saying Naruto versus Ichigo, who would win the fight? But I'm like, dude, the guy is a teleporting Death Reaper and he shoots out a black wave of energy. But now you can reasonably argue for both sides of the fight.
I think like say Coryn pretty much summed it up. That's kind of the problem, is that they have to go with the motto of bigger is better each time, because you need to make sure that they've just scraped by and defeated the last villain, but then the new one that's appeared is even bigger and even more dastardly. So they need to like take them out as well. So it just gets to the point where it's like it's ridiculous and overdone in some places, which they kind of have to do. Like it.
I don't think they have to do it though, and there are examples of shonen,
not to an extreme,
manga and anime where it's not always there's not always this escalation, and it still feels as epic.
Yeah.
Well, there's certain levels to that because most shonen animes, you end up axing off your enemies every couple of episodes, basically, if you want. And if you keep a consistent enemy, it'll be fine. It'll stay fairly low key. But if you keep killing off your enemies, sort of like DBZ did,
well, that's what I'm thinking.
You're gonna have to get
like
bigger ones,
the whole
or it just won't work.
With Dragon Ball Z, it was like King Piccolo ruled Earth, and then they were threatening to destroy Earth when the Saiyans came. Well, they threatened to take over Earth, and then they could blow up cities. Yeah. Well,
I don't know why,
like,
but I forgive DBZ for it, man. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Because DBZ's
like,
classic and kind of did it first.
Then Frieza could blow up planets.
Ah, okay, yeah.
But if you think of like Trigun, he never scales up or anything.
Yeah, he's the same power level.
There is some scale. There's some scaling there, but there was also again a consistent villain, right?
Same, but then again in Hunter x Hunter, there's a lot of scaling in that, but there's a consistent villain, and it doesn't get to he gets a lot more powerful. He starts ridiculously powerful anyway, but he gets a lot more powerful. But
I think Hunter x Hunter is perfect.
It doesn't ever feel ridiculous.
Yeah, I think it's the thing about Hunter x Hunter. Their main ability is Nen. For those who don't know, their Nen abilities there. I want to say they're technical, as in a powered up guy can get screwed over by someone whose ability is just to take away superpowers. Like he can be a weakling, and then his only ability is to take away your ability, and that would be valid even for the most powerful character. I mean, I laughed this scene where some badass boss of a criminal group called the Phantom Trope, he's kidnapped. I thought it would be a total shonen moment where the good guy sends an attack, the bad guy just flash steps out of view and then knocks down the good guy. But nope, he got kidnapped. Of course, he was a total dick about it and calm about it. It was just like, haha, you can't hold me hostage, so whatever. But still, the abilities, they're valid. They don't suddenly disappear. Yeah. Hunter x Hunter did a really good job with that. Oh man, that anime was great. So, Noisy, are we done with our poetry yet?
Almost. I've got one line.
Oh shit! Yeah, I was supposed to be writing something.
Well, it's not that long, but.
I'm sorry.
It was your idea.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, but like I say, it's just literally.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing. Okay, which we'll probably discuss it after the fact, but I wanted to get a general update on the graphics thing. I think everyone here is busy as hell for some reason all of a sudden.
I'm trying to think of anything else, but logo's coming along nicely. The YouTube video is.
When I get
that's
home.
one which I'm really interested in.
When I get home, work begins again on it. Until then, I can't do anything. My brother's too busy.
Really?
Filming stuff with David Attenborough. So
he's quite a
with who? Don't I know that name?
His college did some kind of documentary style thing with David Attenborough, I think. Oh, he's got a picture
David
of himself with.
For those who don't know, like quite a famous
with his group
nature, not a photographer, but like he does the documentaries on nature and like natural world itself, and he's a sir. Yeah, basically
he's been knighted for it.
Like when
you say like a sir, he is a sir.
Sir David Attenborough.
Yes, then it is him.
Anyway, I've finished my
poem.
Stolen. It's only 8 lines long, but more than I thought I'd have.
Okay, so
now we're about to hear. Okay, there's no beatboxing for a poem.
Team Brit unfortunately lost the challenge earlier in the episode. So we are now going to have to extol the virtues of Sword Art Online via the medium of rap and/or poetry. You've written something down, Noisy? So if you want to go first, because you're actually prepared. So if you want to,
I'll go first. I think going out on a nice freestyle rap would also be cool.
I wouldn't say nice.
This is what I got.
No judging, man. Just go ahead and dazzle us with your 10 out of 10 poem.
Okay. That show, it took 2011 by storm. Sword Art Online found a niche in those RPGers that gamed by the sword and made a tasty dime. The concept was cool as hell, and the world was rather swell. If it had ended at the end of season 1, it would have been fine. We all know that cool dudes dress in black coats, and it's even better if they have to beat a boss so that they can gloat silently. The beginning pulled no punches, friends became monster lunches, and I can't help but hop on the Kirito Asuna boat.
Hey, that's really good. That's actually way better than I think it was going.
God damn it, man.
Can't believe it took me 10 minutes to write that though.
No, that was actually pretty good. I'm actually a bit unhappy because you might have supported it anyway. Okay, I'm sorry. No, I
don't like the Kirito Asuna.
No, it was weird as well and fitted. Unfortunately, I imagined a ton of love, so you sort of entered a. I sort of thought of you entering a threesome for some reason.
What?
Okay.
Did I? Oh, I think I'm a bit tired. Anyway, moving on
backpedaling.
to Vacant.
Why not?
Do you wish for a beatboxer?
No, you need a beatbox. Why not? Give me a beatbox.
Okay, here we go now.
I'll see what I can do. Can I make a request as well? Do you want
it's not necessary.
American freestyle or a normal English one?
Do normal English, because I
because I just
weren't you doing American style last time? And
okay,
cool.
I'll just do that, and I'll just do the American because I can't help but because I've only ever heard American rap. We'll see what happens.
Black man freestyle, man. Since you guys are much more Nigerian than me. Okay, fine.
I think we're probably exactly the same amount of Nigerian.
Is that what we're doing now, Coryn? We're stabbing each other like this now. Huh? This is how we are. Okay.
Hey, you just said we were more Nigerian.
He's equal to playing.
I think I brought it closer to a level that you would be comfortable with.
Geographically closer for a few years. That's all. Beatbox me up. I'll give it a go.
Okay.
Come on, gotta get a hopping and a bopping.
You know, I actually suck at beatboxing. I'm actually procrastinating from beatboxing.
I don't require a good one.
Okay, get going, Lego, or I'll start.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Why do people think that it's such a crime to mention something like Sword Art Online? Don't people have the time to talk about Gun Gale or Alfheim? You just want to talk about Lizbeth or Kirito, but those fucking topics are just a no-go. Soon as they hear the letters S-A-O, they just say hell the fuck no. They think that I'm mad just because I want to spend my time in Ironcrad. Asuna ain't all bad, and Kirito is pretty damn rad. I'm done. I'm sorry. I did.
I'm sorry.
10 seconds.
Beatboxing was my function.
I'll be honest. I think more than anything, you're putting too much faith in your abilities with your American accent. I just thought of a good challenge for a show.
Do not get the accent that you always want, huh? How does it feel to not manage the accent that you dream about every night? That you turn memorize in your head. Oh wait, what are we saying again?
Good challenge.
I have a good challenge for another show.
Okay.
We all have to switch accents with each other.
That is going to be.
Oh my god.
That's going to be
perfect.
Can
finally
you
have a
very
sexy
quickly
British accent and get girlfriends.
Yes. I'm really curious.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to hear
Say the words.
Interpretation.
Hello, mate. It's pretty late time here on the MR Happy Hour. Just burning the midnight oil with no oil to burn. You know, just me being.
That sounds really Florida.
You bet.
It sounds like you're from the Caribbean, which is different, I suppose.
You've gone from
God damn it, that was my best
cool
British
runs,
accent.
So I suppose
you know
it's something. It's pretty cool. It's okay because I can't do accents. I love Coryn.
Points for Cool Runnings.
Did anyone
about
see a
you,
video very quickly?
Coryn?
There's a video of people who've done fancy dress as the bobsleigh team from Cool Runnings, and they giving a guy's broke down. You need to give him like a push his car, and they're doing it in the middle of the street as in fancy dress as the Jamaican bobsleigh team, and everyone's just shouting from. I don't know what the video is called.
What's the video called?
People are just going, "Feel the rhythm, feel the rhythm," and it's just like they're going, "Yeah, man." It's the best video I saw all day. If I can find it again, I'll have a look on Facebook. I'll see if I can find it, and then I'll post it on a link dump that we do.
This episode has to be called something like
the Nigerian,
like
episode.
Lego, the wannabe Nigerian, or something like that.
The accenting.
Well, it's been 2 hours and 10 minutes. We've stayed a long.
We must
time,
sign off
a lot
officially.
more than, so much for concise, but oh well.
Yeah, no,
oh well.
God.
It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. So
yeah, it has been actually. Yeah.
Never before did I think I'd have to write a
it's an
poem praising Sword Art Online. So that's something new.
And that's what we're here for.
I'm
Remember,
still
ladies
that
and
shitty
gentlemen,
stories
if
you
you
guys
want-
made.
It's going really well though.
If you're looking for content that you never thought would even exist, MR Happy
Brilliant
Hour.
tagline. So if you want something that you could never even imagine anyone would commit to audio recordings, we're doing it. We're breaking new ground by doing things that you won't dare to think about. So, once again, if anybody wants to come on, again, Akane, we apologise that we couldn't get you on. We absolutely promise we will get you on another one. We'll do it at a more appropriate time. We're really nice. We'll fit these. I mean, these are really late. Just quick. It's like 5 to 1 in the morning on a Sunday here. So you know, in the UK anyway.
And we're currently working on transportation, so we'll send a black unmarked van into your location.
And it has if it has a Nigerian flag on it,
Don't
not
get into it.
It's probably Lego.
Oh, come on, guys. I'll give you a nice smelling handkerchief. Who doesn't want nice smelling
Report all
handkerchiefs?
kidnappers to the nearest moderator, as long as that one is not pretending to be Nigerian.
Sure, or Coryn, because Coryn deals with Lego very effectively with a bottle of water. A simple spray of it that will repel Lego.
Oh God, Churro! No, Churro! I'm sorry, Churro. I was joking this whole episode.
Lambasted him for his kidnapping attempts. You formally apologize.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going off now. Bye.
No worries.
Yeah,
take care, guys. It's been a lot of fun. We'll see you next time. I'm sure I'll see you guys plenty of times again. Good night. Bye. Bye. Love you. Bye.
Night, everyone.
Good night.
My hat. And had it not 3 corners, it would not be my hat.
What? No! What is wrong with you?